It's a bright new morning at Camp Rainbow. Today, Luma and her friends are going on another exciting adventure. The sun is just peeking over the treetops, and the whole forest is waking up. Luma stretched her arms wide outside her cozy tent. "Good morning, everyone," she called out with a big smile. "Mr. Forest said we're visiting Crystal Lake today." Panda clapped his paws together, his eyes sparkling with excitement. "I hope there's time for swimming." Rabbit bounced up and down, full of energy, and maybe fishing. Turtle, ever the calm observer, added softly, "I just want to see the reflection of the sky." Just then, Mr. Forest arrived, his voice warm and cheerful. "Good morning, campers. Pack your water bottles and sun hats. We're going exploring." The campers followed the path through tall trees and colorful flowers, with Mr. Forest leading the way. The forest was alive with sights and sounds. Everything looked so green today. Luma exclaimed, looking up at the leafy canopy. Rabbit paused to sniff a bright yellow flower, and it smells so fresh. He chirped. Panda, however, was starting to get a little tired. "Are we there yet?" he panted. "I'm getting hungry already." Mr. Forest chuckled kindly. "Almost, Panda. Remember, patience makes the journey more fun." Just then, Turtle pointed a tiny finger ahead. "I can already hear water nearby," he said, and sure enough, through the trees, they could see sunlight glinting off something shimmery. When they arrived, everyone gasped. Crystal Lake sparkled under the sun, so clear that the fluffy white clouds above seemed to dance on its surface. It was breathtaking. "Wow," Luma whispered, completely amazed. "It's like the sky is in the water." Panda leaned over the edge and giggled. "I can see my reflection. Follow me." Rabbit was already busy by the shore. "Let's build a sandcastle," he suggested. Turtle took out his little notebook. "I'll take notes in my nature book," he said thoughtfully. "This lake is beautiful." Mr. Forest gathered them together. "Crystal Lake is special because it's clean and full of life," he explained. "Let's be sure to take care of it while we're here." As he spoke, they could see tiny fish swimming just under the surface and colorful dragonflies hovering in the air. As the friends explored the shoreline, Panda, who was kneeling near the water's edge, noticed something moving. "Hey," he called out, "there's a little fish stuck near that rock." Everyone rushed over to see. Luma looked concerned. "Oh no, the water's too shallow for it to swim back," she said. Mr. Forest remained calm and encouraging. "Good eye, Panda. Let's help, but we need to be very careful so we don't scare the fish." Turtle, always thinking, had an idea. "We can use this big leaf to lift it gently," he suggested, "and I'll move the rock a little so it has space," Rabbit added, ready to help. Working together as a team, they carefully used the leaf to scoop up the tiny fish and nudge the rock aside just enough. With a gentle splash, they released it back into the deeper water and watched it swim away. Panda smiled, his face beaming with pride. "Look, it's happy again." Luma cheered. "Great teamwork, everyone," Mr. Forest praised him. "You've just learned the most important camping rule. Help nature, don't harm it." All that adventuring had made everyone hungry. It was time for a picnic. The friends spread out a big colorful blanket and unpacked their lunch. "I made sandwiches for everyone," Luma announced proudly. "I brought apples," said Panda, pulling out a few shiny red ones. "And I have carrot sticks." "Surprise!" Rabbit added with a wiggle of his nose. Turtle grinned. "I packed blueberries again," he said, sharing his favorite snack. Mr. Forest smiled at the wonderful spread. What a healthy picnic. "Now, remember to always take your trash with you when you're done." They all sat together, eating and enjoying the peaceful view of the lake. Butterflies fluttered by, and the sun glittered on the water like a million tiny diamonds. "This is my favorite picnic spot ever," Panda declared with his mouth full of sandwich. After their delicious lunch, Luma noticed something out of place. Near the water's edge was a plastic cup that someone had left behind. "Oh no," she said, pointing. "Someone left trash here." Turtle looked sad. "That's not good for the fish or the plants," he said quietly. "You're right, Turtle," Mr. Forest agreed. Trash can pollute the water and hurt the animals that live here. Rabbit hopped to his feet, determined. Let's clean it up. I'll grab the bag, Panda offered, already running to get it. The friends worked together, carefully picking up the cup and a few other pieces of litter they found. They put everything into a recycling bag. Great job, campers, Mr. Forrest said. Keeping nature clean keeps everyone safe, big and small. Luma looked at her clean hands and the sparkling lake. From now on, she declared, we'll always leave places better than we found them. Her friends all high-fived in agreement. Adds. The afternoon turned to evening. The friends sat on the lakeshore, watching the sun begin to set. The sky turned into a beautiful painting of orange, pink and gold. Look, Luma whispered. The lake looks golden now. Rabbit sighed happily. The sky and the water are saying goodnight to each other. Panda looked on, his eyes wide with wonder. It's like magic, he said dreamily. It's nature's way of showing beauty every day, Turtle added. Sketching the sunset in his notebook, Mr. Forrest put his arms around his happy campers. You all did wonderfully today, he said warmly. You showed kind hearts, curious minds, and clean hands. Crystal waters, shining bright. Clean and clear in morning light, helping nature, hand in hand. Together we protect the land. Good night. Crystal Lake. Luma said softly good night. All her friends whispered back to the beautiful, quiet lake. And so ends another perfect day at Camp Rainbow, a day full of kindness, learning, and love for the earth. Thank you for watching Luma and Friends, the Crystal Lake Adventure. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more adventures. Coming up next time, the Forest Treasure Hunt. See you soon.